now we review Alien Battlefield Earth. He's a 2021 film. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have reached peak blockbuster or mockbuster in the name Alien Battlefield Earth. It's ripping off two well-known movies. One is one of the greatest science fiction films of all time. The other is one of the biggest flops of all time. And then you smush them together, and it has almost nothing to do with this. May I remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, Alien Battlefield Earth is somewhere between one of the worst movies I have ever seen, not the worst, but one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and an art film. Motorcycle. And what has happened is that the United States have captured two aliens. They're gray aliens. And so the gray aliens go to war with us to try and get their people back. And we're just kicking the snot out of them. And because we're winning the war, we won't negotiate. Beyond that, this film is filled with, terrible CGI, huge amounts of stock footage, talking head scenes with some of the worst acting I have ever seen in my life. And then there's this hippie, and the hippie keeps spouting this existential profoundness. So, it's like, I have to admit, I liked that part, I found things in this film that were actually worth seeing. There's this one scene where the hippie's like, I had this cow, and the cow had this calf, and the calf was real sickly, and it was going to die, but the mother just wouldn't give up on it. The aliens are coming. But the mother just wouldn't give up on it. And she just kept it warm and kept feeding it. And no matter what she did. And then one morning we came out and the calf, it was healthy. It was healthy. The calf was healthy. And then a few days later, the mother died. Sometimes something has to die for something else to live. And it's like, yeah. That's what dairy farming is. It's something, cow farming is something dying for us to live. All those calves don't grow up to be milking cows. Most of them grow up to be lunch, So, it's like, yeah, I could tell you that maybe 10 years from now, that's going to stay with me. In this horrible film, it's like there is no scene where a human actor gets anywhere near the CGI, because the CGI looks like it's video game CGI. It only works around other CGI. It's late. You can't put other things into that CGI and make it work. But, damn, is that not a profound statement? To be completely honest with you, this film was probably made for absolutely nothing. These actors are probably the director's friends. I think the director's passed away. And they just put zero effort into most of this. Most of the people, there's one guy who's supposed to be a fighter pilot, and, he's Skyping with his, or whatever they call it now, he's Skyping with his girlfriend, and the girlfriend is like, I don't want to put anything else on you, but I'm pregnant. And he's like, no, that's wonderful. I love you so much. I want this to be over. I want to come back and be with you. People are dying. And the government just will not give in and will not stop. And like, there's this general who I will call Butthole Mouth because he makes this butthole mouth thing. And Butthole Mouth is like, I can't talk to the president because they'll get upset with me. And then he tries to talk to the president anyway, and his superiors are like, you do that again and we'll have you fired. And you know, this movie it's bleak, it's profound, and it's garbage. It's just this profound garbage that you watch it and you go, what am I watching? I mean, I watched the first few minutes of this and I wanted to turn it off, and then I was like, you know, I really just need to see a movie right now. I've been working really hard. I need to take a moment, and then I take that moment and I watch this movie, and holy crap. It's this profound, it's like finding a trash can with, you know, something valuable in it. And that thing is not clean. It's like, you know, if you, like, I had a friend that found a working computer in a trash can, and it was like, it was actually a really nice gaming laptop that somebody had just said to hell with it and chucked it. And it didn't have a hard drive. Or did it? I don't know. She said that there was something missed. Like, I think maybe the optical drives were missing, and she got it working. And it's like, it's finding something like that in the trash, you know? So this film really, it just boggles my mind. I mean, I don't even know where to... I think the thing about this film is it is an art film. If you're going to watch this film, you should definitely give it the full time. Sit down and watch this film. It's boring as hell because almost the exclusivity of the film is people talking or aliens talking or talking and talking. And you can tell that there are scenes that are just thrown in there because they needed to fill time. And you could see that there are creative choices made because they didn't have the money otherwise. But I mean, damn. Weird film. So yeah, this film is just so hard to rate because there are profound moments in it, and yet it is indeed garbage. I think I am going to call it fans of the genre only, and by fans of the genre only, I mean philosophers who dig science fiction. I mean, I can't say much more without spoiling the film, and I don't know if that's a problem because I don't imagine anyone that's going to watch this is going to see this film, but that's honestly a shame because there were moments I liked in it. You know, I don't know. Every now and again there's a film that I wish I could, you know, sit down with a bunch of friends and watch that movie and see what's going on because it's just so out there. Anyway, this is one of those films, but that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. I, of course, am Richard.
Greetings, humans! Your old pal Randall here again, reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe. You see, I got my bracelets from Ferocian, and I got another medal from the Conqueror. Yeah, look at that, see? See? That's got an Easter Island head on it. Because if you can't afford to go to Easter Island, you can go and walk Easter Island virtually by going to the Conqueror. You could not screw up the environment by traveling to Easter Island. You could just get this, plant 5 trees, and then walk on your own and learn about Easter Island because I send you postcards. And if you comment, like, and subscribe, you can help the guy that owns this channel buy things like this so he can plant trees and buy bracelets like this from Ferocian so he can pull trash out of the ocean and make a better world for you. And it isn't going to cost you anything. So don't you have something to say? I mean, shouldn't you in the comments down below say how grateful you are that this man has planted so many trees and pulled so much trash out of the ocean and did all those good things for you? No? Ungrateful human? I should eat your face!